Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to KJT Finance. I'm your host with the most, Mr. KJT himself. And in this video, we're going to discuss eBay. We're going to discuss how I was able to bring in over $1,000 in just 10 days by buying items low and selling them high. And I know that seems like a simple concept. Buy things low, sell them high. Everybody could be a millionaire. We could solve world hunger at that point. But it's a tad bit harder than that. I'm going to open things up. I'm going to show you guys some of the products that I've sold today. I'm going to show you some of the products that I've failed on, and more importantly, some of the ones that I've had success on. I'm going to kind of show you the little bit of tips and tricks of the things that I've learned in the few short weeks that I've been doing eBay. But more importantly, I'm going to give you some of the do's and some of the don'ts that I've learned in the few short weeks here on eBay. And like they say, the harder you work at something, the luckier you get, I think is the saying. The harder you work at this, the more you study, the more you pay attention, the more you follow and look at what is being sold on eBay, the luckier you're going to get. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a guru, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a professional. I'm just a 9-to-5 guy trying to make a little bit of extra money each month, maybe each week. But what I can tell you is I'm going to show you the things that I have learned, the important steps, the important tricks to help you as to when you get started on your journey. Because let's be honest, it's not as hard as it looks. The hardest part is getting started. The hardest part is taking that financial step to get started. Creating an eBay account is free of charge. Creating an email address for your eBay account is free of charge. Creating a PayPal is free of charge. Then you go out and buy products for $1 to $5, maybe 10, 15 products. And then at that point, you start selling, and you could potentially make a couple $100 and then reinvest that back, keep going and doubling your business every month. Pretty soon, you're going to be up over $1 million. $1 million. I said that, the M word, million. This video is going to be broken down into 5 do's and don'ts. 5 things that I feel that you must know that will save you time and money. 5 issues that I've had, or 5 really good things that I've had. There will be amazing tips and tricks that will be worth the like of this video. And of course, if you like what you see, give a like and a follow. I'm going to try and drop content every single Monday. Tips and tricks on eBay, investing, buying products, selling products. I'm going to try out new things in my adventure to be financially independent. So, like, share, follow, and let's get this thing rocking. All right, without further ado, let's get started into these 5, actually 6. I'm going to throw in one for free at the end just because I like helping people, and I really appreciate you being here. All right, enough of that. First one is setting up your eBay account. Now, as simple as that seems, it can be very difficult. You're giving multiple options and some things that they don't really tell you when you're setting up your eBay account until I found out after a suspended account and a closed account. So when you're setting up your account, you input your information. You can choose business or a personal account. If you go business, you're able to scale this account. You're able to put trademarks on it. You're able to do all kinds of stuff extra to this account as opposed to being a personal account. But if you go personal, it's a little bit easier, I feel, and that's why I personally went personal. Did you get that one? So after going personal, I opened my account and I started my very first eBay account. I had roughly 15 items to post on this account, and it was closed. After one day, it was closed. eBay closed the account. And I couldn't find out how to go to all of them, because if you try to Google their number, it doesn't exist. It's not there for some reason. Customer service. Anyhow, I digress. I couldn't find their number. I couldn't get them. So what I did was I created another account. After one day, and there being live bids on some of the items that I had posted, they suspended my account again. This is a true story. So eBay suspends the second account in a couple of days. Come to find out, apparently to them, I did not verify my information. So this is tip number 1. Set your eBay account up properly. I would recommend making a separate email because you're going to get multiple emails from every item. Every time there's a bid put in, every time you list an item, every time you sell an item, you will get an email. And verify your information. This will save you several hours and so much money, because I had live bids on the first account and the account was canceled, and I had to relist all those items. Then after the second suspension, I had to go back in and relist all those items again, which was terrible. So please verify your account. Tip number 2, and possibly one of the most important tips: finding winning products. Finding the things on eBay that are going to sell. Finding your weight in gold. What I do is I do several things. Thrift shops. You can go to thrift shops, you can buy items very cheap. And what you can do is you can get on there on your phone and check and see what they're selling for on eBay. Another way to find products is Facebook Marketplace. Some people price their items overvalued, but you can find some profit on there. And one way to do it is this. As you can see, we found a Sony PSP. We see it's going for $200 and it's pretty good condition. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll over to my phone on my eBay app, type in Sony PSP, then I'm going to press search. I'm going to look at some of the listings there, and I'm going to click filter in the top right corner. I'm going to do see more. Then I'm going to click on the asterisk that says sold items. Now that'll show me all the items in chronological order from newest to oldest of PSPs that are sold. That way I'll be able to tell if it's worth it buying that $200 PSP. In this case it is not. But as you can see, there's items all over the place, so the profit is still there. Tip number 3. This is an important one. This will cut into your margins. It's shipping. Shipping is very important. Shipping seems like a basic, everyday necessity, and it kind of is. Shipping your products on eBay is mandatory. I have yet to find a buyer that is local to pick up. I actually shipped a pair of jeans in the same state. The gentleman was roughly 50 minutes down the road, and I still had to ship. But shipping is a necessity, and finding cheap shipping is the problem. My recommendation on this, tip number 3, to help you is to find a number. Find a number where you're comfortable at. Whether that's $10, $15, $20, whether that's $1,000. And decide from that moment on, if you do not make over that dollar amount in profit, you will expect the customer or the buyer to pay shipping. What I've found is I've done a couple tests on cheap items and found that if somebody wants the item, the product, they're going to pay shipping. It's going to happen. Whether that shipping is $1.50 or $50, they're going to pay it because they want the product. Now, does it look a tad bit more appealing when you have free shipping? Absolutely. And if you can buy a pair of jeans for $4 or $5 and turn around and sell them for $38 or $39, $7 or $8 to me would be a decent amount to pay in shipping. I would ship that for free. But again, you need to find a number you're comfortable with and stick to that number. If you can't make that in profit, charge shipping. Trust me, they will still purchase the product. That's right, we're already on number 4, and that is watch out for fraud. I have received multiple offers, multiple messages of people trying to commit fraud on me. Now, I wish eBay would step up and help out a little bit more for the buyer. I have contacted him several times and haven't really gotten anywhere with the issues of people trying to commit fraud. Now, that being said, I do understand that no matter what, this is cash transactions, this is products, people are going to try and commit fraud. I'm not blaming eBay in any way. I'm not saying it's eBay's fault. I just wish that eBay would have a little bit more protection and not allow this to happen as much. For instance, I've sold several items on eBay, and probably 5% of those items, if they do not sell or they sell at the opening bid amount, more than likely somebody's going to try and commit fraud on you. For example, I had a tie, and that tie was going for roughly $6. And it was about to close, and somebody put an offer in on the tie of over $150. And I was skeptical, so I accepted it, because who wouldn't buy a tie for $150? But it was fraud. The user reached out to me and wanted me to give my personal PayPal and my personal email to them. And what they do is they send you what looks like an invoice of paid amount on PayPal to your email. So it looks like they've paid, when in reality the funds never go into your account. So then you go and ship the item, and then in reality you're shipping an item and they've never paid. As you can see, this is the message I received from the buyer. Don't ever give personal information out. They don't need it. They can purchase it over eBay. Now, tip number 5. Remember, we have one more to go, because I like giving out free stuff. And if you like what you see, please comment, share, like. I will try and return every single comment, and I appreciate the likes. Tip number 5 is Excel, as in excel the business upward. No, Excel as in spreadsheets. Create a spreadsheet. List everything on there, from the item, how much you purchased it for, how much you sold it for, how much the shipping, all the information you can put on there. That is highly recommended. That is honestly something I've started, and it has helped me a lot. Reason being is I can keep track of everything that I've sold. Now I know when I purchase those jeans next time that I need to charge shipping. When I purchase that $2 tie, I need to charge shipping. Keep an Excel spreadsheet. It will only help you in the future. And this right here is the Excel spreadsheet. It's got everything I need, from the item to the eBay item number, how much I paid, the final amount of what it sold for, how much it costs to ship, because honestly, that is what takes your margins the most. Total received and the fees. So trust me when I say, please, please, please keep track of everything. Everything. Deja vu. Everything. Now, last but certainly not least, the free tip. Number 6. The creme de la creme, if you will call it. PayPal fees. PayPal fees can eat up your margins like crazy, and it's something you really don't know until you sell the item. I learned that the hard way. I sold an item for $150, and PayPal fees dropped it down to $127. I sold another item for over $550, and PayPal took $80 from that. Yeah, you heard it right. $80. It's something that a lot of people don't know, but it's something that is huge when you start selling a lot of items. Right here we can see this is the specific item that I was talking. PayPal charged me $80 in fees. If I scroll down a little bit, you'll see that the total fees amount up to $82.60, and then my net proceeds drop down quite a bit. But if we click on see the details, this will give a breakdown, and it shows that PayPal charges a 12.5% fee for items listed in that specific group, and then a 30-cent charge on the total fee. So that can get a little out of hand if you're not paying attention to it. We'll go to another item. We'll go to something a little less expensive, as in jeans, right? These sold for $33.99. And then I'll click on the see transaction details, scroll down a little bit, and see that they charged roughly $5 in fees. This can get out of hand quickly. So now if you don't pay attention to this, you could lose money, because eBay's not going to care how much you paid for the item and how much you sold it for. eBay just wants their money, and they're going to get a percentage off of the item no matter what. So just be very, very wary on tip number 6, because that can get a lot of people into trouble. Because had I bought that PlayStation for $400 and only sold it for $450, and eBay took their percentage off, I potentially could have lost money. So that was 6 do's and don'ts, tips and tricks to selling on eBay. Be sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I will try and drop videos every Monday, give you guys new ideas, new tips, new tricks. Along with that, I'll be showing you my adventures into buying stuff, Facebook Marketplace, thrift shops, Goodwill, where I get my stuff, why I get it, why I picked that particular item, how I sold it, and how much. Again, thank you for joining, and thank you for visiting KJT Finance.